I just seen a roach, like, sometimes you'll have to kill it fast so the client don't see. Like, the owner did not want to fight. She was literally just holding a taser, waving it. The owner shuts off the power, y'all. She calls the cops and everything. Yeah, ghetto, 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 ghetto. Like, oh my god. YouTube, it's Jaelah Monae, and I'm back with another video. Okay, this was highly requested because you guys are just so damn nosy. Y'all don't know everything going on in my life, what, where, why, when, and all of that, but I'm gonna tell y'all anyway, so it don't even matter. So today's gonna be the story time of why I left the shop. If you guys wouldn't know if y'all not really tuned into my channel, because y'all would see I did the move out vlog, I did the moving in a new shop vlog, I did all of that, y'all. Packed me moving out, like I did all of that. It was a little series I had going on, a fake little series I had going on or whatever. So yeah, yes, y'all read the title right. I did move out the shop, but I'm gonna tell y'all why. Because it's really honestly like ridiculous. Like, it's gonna sound like I'm lying, all the bullshit that happened and stuff like that. Because like, why is it always me? Like, this is not real life. Like, I'm really convinced, like, it's literally, it always be me. Like, it always be me. But yeah, before we get into the video, make sure you guys are subscribed to me, have your post notifications turned on so you guys do not miss an upload from me. All my beautiful lash techs. Yeah, I know I did the lash movie videos. I do all of that, tips, tricks, business advice, everything like that. But I made a Patreon account where I'll be posting exclusive content, y'all. Exclusive content for only $5 a month, y'all. For only $5 a month, you guys can subscribe to my Patreon account, get all the tips, tricks with lashing, retention, taping methods, isolation. Basically, everything I teach in my $600 classes, you guys are gonna get for $5. So yeah, the link for that will be in my description down below. But without further ado, we're gonna jump straight into the video because I really need to tell y'all the tea. Like, I really need to tell y'all the tea. So y'all know the last shop I was working out with, like, the green little leaves on the wall and everything like that. Real cute, real cute, real cute. So I thought. Anyways, so boom, I've literally been in that shop for 2 years. I've been in that shop for 2 years. Like, probably a couple months after me lashing, I started doing lashes out of that shop, and it was like a boutique in the front, all of that. Y'all would just have to watch my vlogs to really see in depth how it was set up. But if y'all real one and y'all real one, and y'all would already know. But for my real ones who don't know, it was a boutique and all of that in the front. Okay, it was a boutique and all of that in the front. So boom, whatever. I'm gonna tell you how I first originally started doing lashes, working out of there and everything like that. So boom, before I worked in the shop, I used to travel to my clients. I used to do that. So I had one client one day and I was gonna travel to her house or whatever, but she was running late with her hair and stuff like that. So cool, I'm just waiting for her. So then she ends up saying, boom, like, oh, the lady at the shop said she has a lash bed, like, you could do my lashes here or whatever just for today. I'm like, okay, that's cool. I'm like, okay, this is exciting. I never like worked inside of a shop before, so I'm like, okay, cool. So I go there, whatever. It's a lash bed there and stuff like that. So I do her lashes there and everything like that. The lady still doesn't really say nothing to me about moving in or whatever, but cool. Like, I was like, okay, like, I really wasn't like stressing at this time because I never really planned on working out of a shop. I was honestly just comfortable with traveling to do clients because that was all I knew at the time. So, because this is like the beginning of my lash journey and stuff like that. So yeah, that happened. So I ended up texting her. I was like, hey, like, is that space like available? She's like, oh yeah, like, we would love for you to work here and stuff. Like, everybody was complimenting her lashes. Boom, 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 boom. I'm like, okay, like, that's great. Like, how much is it? Like, you know, asking her for details and stuff like that. She said it was going to be $100 a week, which is very much reasonable. That's $400/500 a month, depending on how many months is in that week. Y'all know. No, not, I said months in a week, weeks in a month. So I'm like, okay, yeah, like, that's perfect. Like, that's fine or whatever. So I ended up moving my stuff in there like that same week. Yeah, I was so excited. And at first, the girl seemed mad cool. The owner, we're gonna call her A. So I'm like, okay, like, she seems mad cool. She was so nice, y'all. Like, she was very nice at first. She was very nice at first. I mean, she's still kind of nice. Like, she never directly gave me a problem, honestly, until it was time for me to leave. But y'all gonna see. Y'all just gotta keep watching, okay? So yeah, so I worked there. It was already a hairstylist working there and a nail tech already working there, guys. So it was those two. So yeah, they was definitely cool. Me and the nail tech were still friends and all of that good stuff, period. That's my girl. So like, fast forwarding and stuff like that, the hairstylist would just be telling me like basically how annoying A was and stuff like that. But I'm still like, she hasn't done that to me personally. So like, I'll take what you say, take note. But until someone does something to me personally, it's just like, you know. So the hairstylist proceeds to tell me like, yeah, like, I'm leaving soon, blah 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 blah. I'm like, damn, like, why? She was like, I just can't take it no more. But keep in mind, nothing was being specifically done to me. So I'm just like, oh, like, damn, okay. So basically, A ends up kicking her out, yeah, saying, like, she was messy, always leaving hair in the sink and stuff like that. I personally didn't think she was messy because in my lash room, there was a sink and stuff. I would never really see hair or anything like that. But I get it. Sometimes after a long day of doing clients, we're tired. Like, sometimes be like, I'll leave the mess. Sometimes be like, okay, I'll do this early in the morning. Like, because sometimes we're literally drained. Like, but I get it's still her space. Like, we're renting it from her. So that's definitely understandable. But I definitely do understand both sides. But, you know, so she ends up leaving or whatever, goes to a new place. So now it's just me and the nail tech. When we was there, yeah, it was honestly peaches and cream. So it started to be, like, little stuff. Not little, but it still bothered me. But it started to be different things that would just honestly just start getting on my nerves. Like, for one, she would always have her kids come to the shop. Lady got 3 kids, y'all. Lady has 3 kids. She will always have her kids come to the shop. Cool, fine. These are your kids. This is your shop. Cool. But when your kids are bad, you need to keep their ass at home, y'all. And keep in mind, one thing that got me so mad was my lash room was, everything was in my lash room. Like, the hair dryer is the sink. You got to go through my lash room to get to the bathroom. Like, it just started getting like, oh my God, her kids will be running to the bathroom, y'all. I'll be like, stop running. Like, I don't care if you're my kid or not. Stop running. Like, I have clients laying on the bed. They're knocking into the bed. Like, my client will be jumping out of her sleep. Like, and it's just like, control your kids. Like, if they don't listen, bring their ass home. Like, her kids was never in school, nothing. Like, they was always at that damn shop. So that was that. Her kids was just getting on my nerves. They was young. I would come into the lash room and they would be in there watching TV and stuff. I get cool. I'm not there. You could do it. But now it became a problem when now they're leaving food in the lash room. It smells like food. They will be laying on my lash bed. And it's just like, what if me and my client walked in at the same time and all of this is here? Thank God I get there earlier before my client so I could have the chance to clean up and shit. But it's like, what if they weren't? But I feel like that's my stuff anyway. I pay to be here, so why are your kids all over my stuff? I just don't understand that. If they want to watch TV so bad, just leave them at home. Like, it was just such an inconvenience and it was just so annoying. Like, I knew I had to get there extra early just in case I had to kick her kids out the room or clean up. Like, yeah, it was annoying. One day I had cleaned behind like the chair where they be sitting on, mad food and stuff like that. Like, and keep that in mind when I say that, mad food and stuff like that. And it was just annoying. Like, first, you're not watching them. Next, you're not even cleaning up after them. Leave their ass home. Leave their ass home. So, and keep in mind, her oldest son, which was probably like, he was probably like 13, y'all. He was probably like 13. She would have him at the front desk. Like, when she wasn't there, she would have him, I guess, in control of clients and stuff. This boy's 13, y'all. One day he sold a $300 bag for $50. Like, why do you have a 13-year-old coming? It just doesn't make sense. And keep in mind, her store, like, nobody really shopped there, honestly. Like, I feel like, and there's no shade or nothing, I'm just, like, really telling y'all. Like, nobody really shopped there, so most of her income came from us paying her booth or whatever. So nobody really shopped there. We would bring our own clients and stuff like that. But she sold, like, fake designer and stuff. So it was just, like, one of my clients had asked me if it was real. But this is before I knew. I was like, I don't know. But, like, you could walk, you know, like, check it out, see if you like anything or whatever. So she had told me one of the shades was missing like a letter, and I'm like, okay, then I guess it's fake, like, you know. But yeah, so we was really bringing her money more than she was like getting from that store itself. And the thing is too, you have your 13-year-old son at the front desk. When customers come in, you think they're gonna want to shop there? That just looks so unprofessional. Like, this girl did not know how to run a business, y'all. And you guys are gonna see more into the story. Like, it really started to get out of hand. So next, another hairstylist ends up coming in, guys. Another hairstylist ends up coming in, basically. And she was real cool, real cool. I got my good sis on Instagram and everything. Like, she was real cool, real cool. And one thing I noticed, y'all, the owner would be talking shit about everybody there to me. Like, she'll be like, yeah, oh, like, she stinks. Oh, her hair be looking a mess. And I'm just like, Like, I'm just like, girl, like, why are you telling me this? But I don't want to respond how I'll respond to anyone else talking shit because I work at it the other day. But I just would look like, like, you know, like the fake little, yeah, I'm listening, but I'm not even listening. That's how I would be. But it's just like, that's weird because, I mean, you might be talking shit about me too. So I'm just like, okay, one, that's weird. Especially you talk, like, that's just weird. Like, it was so weird, y'all. And when I tell y'all this hairstylist, she was talking so much shit about, like, saying how she was dirty, how she had an odor and stuff like that. And I feel like that's something you talk to her personally about. Like, I feel like, you know, you don't pillow talk, especially for you to be at your grown age, pushing 40. Like, it just never gave. Like, that just never gave. That never gave. Like, literally. So she ends up firing the hairstylist, y'all. And when she fires people, she don't tell them really what it is. Like, she'll really just make up shit trying to be nice. But you're grown as hell. Like, you own a business. Like, you need to be straight up. Like, it's no point in lying, being around the bush and all of that. But I'm literally the only one who knew really why she got fired. And it was just like, and that girl was so nice. Like, she was just starting with hair and stuff, building clientele and all of that. And I just feel like that was just, I felt so bad for her. Like, it's just like, it was so uncalled for and stuff. And she was texting me talking about it. And I was trying to give her advice and stuff like that. Not really saying that I knew why. But it was just mad shady. But this is the same one that she was just saying, like, you know, all that shit about, basically. So boom, whatever. Okay, so now it's just me and the nail tech that I was telling y'all from the beginning, Millennia. I'm gonna actually say her name, but she ain't do shit. So I'm just what you call it. So now Millennia ends up leaving, y'all, because she got an apartment, all of that. I'm not gonna tell her business, but it's like she got an apartment, all that. So she ends up leaving or whatever. So I'm just stuck there alone. But the time that I was there alone, like, it was fine. Like, nothing was really going on for her. I wasn't alone for too long because someone else ended up coming in, but I'm gonna tell that after and stuff like that. So Millennia ends up leaving, guys. Now I'm just there. So the owner will be talking mad shit like, oh yeah, like, I only want pretty people working here. Like, my husband said, like, this girl wasn't all of that. And it's just like, why are you telling me this once again? Like, I don't, and that's my problem. I don't know if she think I was entertaining her, because I'd be like, like, you know, not listening but listening. I should have just straight up ignored her ass, because now she just keep telling me shit and I really just don't care. So she's like, yeah, my husband was like, yeah, like, that girl wasn't all that, like, just talking shit about everybody. And it just got like, bro, like, that's just so weird to me. Like, that is just so weird to me at your grown age. Like, never in my life, y'all. So we have a new nail tech that ends up coming in, guys, and this is my cousin's girlfriend. We're gonna call her Shannara. That's her name. We're gonna call her Shannara because she ain't do that either. So Shannara ends up coming in or whatever. Cool, you know, working. Why? So why, y'all, we end up seeing a roach. We end up seeing a roach, y'all, in the shop. And I'm just like, bro, how much more ghetto can this place get? Like, how much more ghetto can this place get? So we end up seeing a roach, and we're like, oh my god. So I tell the owner, I'm like, I just seen a roach, like, what's going on? She's like, oh, like, I need to get an exterminator. So you seen one too then. So, like, stuff like this is a business at the end of the day. This is not somebody's house. We have clients here. Like, thank God my clients is sleeping. And, like, what the hell? But the nail tech told me it was one on her desk one day the client seen. Sometimes she'll have to kill it fast so the client don't see. Like, it came to a point now we're seeing multiple in a day, not just once a week. Now we're seeing a bunch, and it's just so nasty, y'all. Like, this place, it just started to fall apart and get so dirty. She had a freaking, she took the garbage out the bathroom, I guess, because she didn't like how it was overflowing, and she's just gonna put a garbage bag on the sink. Like, no garbage, a garbage bag on the sink. And that's just mad ghetto. Like, what are you doing? Like, and then it came to a point where she just completely took the garbage bag out the bathroom. There was no garbage in the bathroom. Make that make sense. You're a female. Majority of the people who come in this place are females. We have periods, shit like that. Places we need to dispose of our stuff. And you're going to take, like, that just don't make no sense. Like, this is what I'm saying. She did dumb stuff. Like, she just did not know what she was doing. That's what it was giving. Like, she just did not know what she was doing. So it just was giving, like, she just did not know what she was doing. Like, at a point, it felt like she was literally just doing anything. So to this day, it's probably, that garbage bag probably still just in that bathroom tied to that sink. She ended up putting it back. But it's just like, just get a garbage can. Like, or if you feel like that one was overflowing, get a bigger garbage can. Like, so what if you gotta take the garbage out every day? Like, do what you have to do. Like, this is your store at the end of the day. Like, you need to maintain it, keep, like, you know, keep up with it, everything like that. So whatever, y'all. So the original nail tech, Millennia, she ends up coming back. So now it's me, Shannara, and Millennia all working there, y'all. And we just was getting fed up, and everything, y'all. Basically, one day her son, I guess, he was playing with the sink that was in my room or whatever. He wet all my lashes, y'all. My lash techs, y'all know. He wet all, like, they were soaking wet, y'all. I couldn't even lash for that day. Like, they was soaking wet. And I told her, she's like, oh, I'm sorry. Sorry not enough. Like, I can't even take my clients, so now I'm losing out on money. All she's gonna tell me is, okay, you just gonna have to pay booth this week. That don't matter though. That's still an inconvenience to my clients, and I'm really big on customer service, y'all. So that was just such an inconvenience. Her sons would be in the nail tech stuff. They would come, stuff wouldn't be where it was, and it was just a lot. Like, it's just like, watch your kids, y'all. And sometimes she would have the mother there watching the kids when she wasn't, and the mother wasn't even watching the kids. She was either watching a TV show or outside smoking a cigarette. Kid doing whatever the fuck he wanted to do. Sorry for cursing, but now I'm getting aggravated reliving this. So it's just like, leave them home. Like, I just never understood. Her freaking boyfriend was weird. He would come in just staring at us. You don't do lashes. Why are you all up in my work? Like, he did that to the nail techs too. Her family was mad weird, y'all. They would come trying to like talk to me and stuff like that. You're pushing 40. Why are you trying to talk to me? First off, I'm gay, but it's still, why are you trying to talk to me? And it would just make me feel mad uncomfortable. Like, ew, that's disgusting. You can't pull no one your age. Like, that's a big red flag. Like, what are you doing? And she would even talk shit about her family, y'all, to me. She'd be like, yeah, like, they so broke, blah, 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 blah. You don't even know me like that. Like, I don't know if she just had no one to talk to, but it's just she would call them broke and everything. And I would be at the shop late. Like, I always take late night clients and stuff like that, because I get a lot of bottle girls and all of that good stuff. So, you know, I need the late appointments. But besides the point, y'all. So, one time, bro, I'm there, whatever. She's like, oh, like, can you open the door for my cousin? He got kicked out by his girlfriend. What? I get cool family, but it's like, I have a client, he laying on the couch watching Netflix and stuff. I have a whole client, like, he got the lights off, like, he living there. Like, I'm just like, bro, like, this, bro, what? Like, ridiculous. Like, never in my life, y'all. So yeah, so she would just be talking mad shit about them, calling them broke and all of this. But okay make it make sense. So one day or whatever, so the owner, she started to do nails. So she had her own little station set up, right? So one day I'm in the back lashing. Boo, 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 whatever. I'm in the back lashing, right? She's teaching a nail course, I guess. I don't know. The girl just started a month ago. Why are you teaching a nail course? Besides the point. So I see her, keep in mind, one of the nail tech's room, Millennia, her room was in my room. Like, you have to go through my room to get to her room, right? So not even the owner, but whoever she was teaching a class with kept going in Millennia's room, taking her acrylic powder, y'all. When I tell you, she was back and forth, back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. She took like probably 15, 10, like going back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. And I'm just trying to tell her to just mind my business, but this is my friend, and y'all know how to play in her stuff, period. So I'm like, okay, maybe like maybe the owner asked Millennia for permission or whatever. So I texted her that same night. I was like, hey, like, oh, I'm gonna see if I still have the messages too. But I was like, hey, like, did you know, like, they were using your powders and stuff like that? She's like, what? No, that's why when I come, my stuff is always missing. I'm like, damn, girl. I'm like, yeah, that girl was back and forth. Like, I was just telling her what's going on, because if Rosa switched, I would expect her to do the same, which she did do the same. So I feel like it was only right to tell her, like, you know, we work together, like, we're work sisters, period. So yeah, so she ends up texting the owner, and the owner gonna lie straight to her face, y'all. She was like, oh, I only used one green powder or whatever. I'm like, she's lying. And then Millennia's like, nah, she lied, because she lied. Like, I literally told you what happened. So for you to just lie like that is crazy. Like, not no nail products is expensive too, and you just using it all freely nilly whatever. Y'all know what I'm saying. You like, just inconsiderate. Bad enough her kids be in her stuff. Now you're in her stuff. Like, buy your own stuff. So she was like, oh, like, I'll buy you a new green. Knowing you use more than a green is my thing. Like, and this girl was so cheap, y'all. When stuff would break, she would not want to fix it. She would take forever. And it would, like, y'all, like, it was really getting ridiculous. Like, it was getting ridiculous. So now I didn't tell y'all about the new nail tech, Shannara. This is gonna be the base. She's an important character in the story, okay? Because she's the reason I don't work there no more, y'all, okay? Shannara, she's not like me and Millennia. Like, if something's like going on, she gonna say something like she's not nice. Me and Millennia are very nice. She's nice, but she's still gonna be like, nah, because she's older than us too. So she's gonna be like, nah, like, that's not right. Type of, like, she'll tell owner, like, about herself, what's going on, like, what's not wrong, like, what's broken, like, she'll say stuff like that. So basically, she started getting fed up too with the son and everything like that. So she started getting fed up too with her kids and everything like that. One time she had a client. The girl's son was in the front screaming, throwing himself on the floor, came by her, threw himself on the floor. And it's like, I have a client. Why are you doing that? So she told the owner gonna be like, oh, I just think he's slow. If he's slow, you're slow. y'all both just slow. Because like why are you even saying about your kid? Y'all, this kid is not even slow. Like I'm pretty sure he's high functioning. Like he's not slow, not one bit. He can't be that damn slow. You got him working the front desk. So it was just like make it make sense. Like she was a weirdo, y'all. Like she was a weirdo. Like bro, she was a weirdo. So whatever, so that happens, and she's just so over it. Like now she's getting aggravated. Like the son will come by and say hi 10 times a day to her, to me. Like how many times you gonna say hi? Like I'm working. Like how many times you gonna say hi? And it might sound like petty me say, but it's like how many times you like, come on, I'm working. That's annoying. Like that's annoying as hell. Like honestly, that shit's annoying. So basically, the nail tech did pedicure too. So one day the pedicure station had messed up, and it was on and off. Like it would work, it wouldn't work, it would work, it wouldn't work. And she kept telling the owner about it. The owner would get it fixed, but not really. Like she was so cheap, she would try to find the cheapest thing for everything. Cheap is not always good. You pay for quality. Like cheap is not always the best route. So it would still be breaking. So she told her again, like it's broken. Like hey, like still being respectful and everything. The owner gonna have the nerve to say, y'all listen to this, it won't be fixed by Thursday. So I think we should part ways. It's giving very much you just want her to leave. Like that's really what it's giving. Like you just really want her to leave. So the next second she's like, what? Like what do you mean? Like that's so uncalled for. Like all she's doing is asking you to fix something. Like, and that's literally like a landlord kicking a tenant out. That's a tenant. The people that live there, that's called a tenant. That's like, well, I don't know. That's literally like a landlord kicking the person who's renting from them out because they don't want to fix something. It didn't make no sense, y'all. And I'm gonna see if I could find the messages so I could put them here and everything like that. So she's just like, what? Like she's just so confused. Like so she ends up, but she had clients and stuff like that. So the owner was like, okay, like you could stay to the 4th or whatever, and then I leave after that. So she blocked her after that. Like after they agreed on the 4th, she blocked her. Like there's nothing else to say after that. Like that's just such an inconvenience. Like you don't know how to run a business, and it was so clear. Like this girl did not know how to run a business, y'all. So whatever. So we all just so she tells me this, and I'm like, that's ridiculous. Like that don't make no sense. And I'm looking at her as if she doing that to her, she could do the same shit to me. Thank God I really didn't need nothing physically but a lash bed and then my products, which I had on myself. So it's like I was lucky when it came to that. But that's still ridiculous, y'all. Like that shit was ridiculous. So it's one specific day, y'all. It's one specific day. So they was not talking at all. Like when Shannara came into the shop, she was straight, not saying nothing to her, nothing. Like act like she wasn't even there. Respectfully though, I would have done the same shit. So that was that. So one day Shannara was there with a client. Keep on, I wasn't there this day. I'm telling y'all what she told me. I was there the day after, but that's gonna be the day I got kicked out. But listen, actually wait, before I get into that, one day the owner was like, oh, did you hear the news? I'm like, what news? She's like, oh, Shannara leaves this week. I'm acting like I didn't know. I'm like, oh really, why? She was just like, yeah, like she's just so rude. She don't like my kids, she don't like my husband. Why you want her to like your husband? And I don't even think that's her husband, baby father, whatever. Why you want her to like him? She not here for him, she here for her clients. So I'm just like, oh really? Like yeah, I play like I don't know shit so well, yeah. So, hold on, my eye itch. So one day, Shannara has a client, right? But keep in mind, the owner was blocked. So if she was texting Shannara would have never got it. So I guess she's been texting her and stuff like that. So boom, the next day, y'all, the owner changes the locks or whatever. So Shannara asks me, oh, like, can you ask Ava, like, if she could just open the door? Like, I don't have the key or anything. Like, she changed the lock. So I texted Ava nicely. And these messages I still have. I'm going to insert them here so you guys can see. I was like, hey, like, can you open the door and stuff like that for Shannara? Like, I didn't think it was going to be an issue because y'all agreed to the 4th. Ava sends this long thing. I'm not even going to explain it, but y'all can read it. Saying, no, like, she's rude. She's this. She's not allowed on premises. All of this stuff. So Shannara, I think the owner's mother was there. So Shannara ends up getting in, right? She had a client and stuff, her daughter was learning everything. So it ends up coming in, right? Tell Shannara she has to leave, y'all. In the middle of her client, Shannara's like, I have a client, like I cannot leave. Like what do you mean? The owner shuts off the power, y'all. She shuts off the power and everything, calls the cops and everything, y'all. And just like, what are you doing that for? She's like, you haven't paid booth, nothing. Why is she paying you booth for one more week if she has to leave? Like, That don't make no sense. So, bro, so basically the cops literally said that she had to leave and stuff. Her daughter was scared. The client, like, this so unprofessional. And you just don't do shit like that. Like, you just don't do shit like that. So Shannara tells me about it. I'm like, what the fuck? Like, that's ridiculous. Like, that's all you can say to what this girl do. Like, that's ridiculous. Because she's ridiculous, y'all. She's really ridiculous. Like, oh my God. So fast forward, y'all. The next day, this is when everything went down. Y'all. Basically, the owner texts me like, hey Shannara, she was like, hey, Shannara stuff, I packed it, is by the door, let her know. I'm like, oh my God. Like, I'm trying so hard not to be involved in this, and now you're making me get involved with stuff like that. So I'm just like, oh my God, like, are you serious, bro? Keep in mind, the cops said to the owner she cannot touch Shannara's stuff. So for you to touch her stuff, put it by the door, it's just giving bitter. It's giving very much bitter. So I texted Shannara. Shannara comes 10 minutes later, cursing the owner out, cursing her out, talking about suck my, your leave out look a mess, all of this, y'all. But keep in mind, 10 minutes before Shannara arrived, the owner brought a taser, y'all. The owner brought a taser. You know how people come, I don't know if they do this by you, but downtown they be selling like tasers, pepper spray, all that. So he comes in, and I knew she was being petty because she came all the way to the back just to ask me, oh, is this a good price for a taser? Girl, leave me alone. Like, leave me alone. I'm like, I don't know. So she ends up buying the taser. She's like, yeah, I need some security up in here. That's what she says, y'all. I'm like, this girl's a joke. I'm doing my client. I'm like, this girl's a joke in my head. Just doing my client. But last time my music probably was listening to No Cap, because y'all know that's my favorite artist. So I'm just like, yeah, ghetto. Like, that's what I was like. And I'm just like, bro, how much more ghetto can this place get? So fast forward, 10 minutes later, Shannara come in. Suck my blank, you a B-word, what else was she? Your leave out look a mess. Keep in mind, this girl's shop is not legal, y'all. She can't have a storefront. She can't have people working out of it. So for you to do this, call the cops, all of that, to not even be legal, what are you doing? Like, what are you doing? Like, what are you doing? And keep in mind, since this is like a legal matter, like the cops, it has nothing to do with them. It's more of a civil matter. Like, it's more civil and stuff like that. Like court, all of that. Like, it has nothing to really do with the cops. So she told the cops the day the owner, called them and stuff. But the cops said, like, this is a civil matter. Like, this has nothing to do with us. But you just have to get out, all of that. Boom. So she cursing the girl out. She want to fight, got her shoes off, all of that. Keep in mind, the owner had a client too, and I did not feel bad. While all of this is happening though, I'm in the back room minding my business until the owner pulls out her taser. I'm like, okay, now I gotta get out. So I'm just like, oh my God. And then the other nutsack was there too. So we come out as soon as the owner pulls out the taser. And I'm just trying to calm Shannara down. I'm like, okay, come on, like, let's just go. Like, I'm not trying to get too involved and like to the point I'm arguing with the owner. But I'm just like, Shannara, come on, like, let's just load up your car. My cousin was there too, helping her. Because remember I told y'all this is my cousin's girlfriend. So I'm just like, come on, like, I'm gonna help you put the stuff in your car and everything like that. So me and the nail sucker are helping the girl put everything in her car. She's still arguing with the owner, but we're not into that. We're just helping her put the stuff in the car while they're still arguing and stuff like that, going back and forth. Her, the owner client going so hard for her, don't even know what the fuck even going on here for real. Like, knowing that the owner just did this yesterday to her while she had a client and her daughter was here. Like, so we're just like, girl, like, be fucking for real, please. So we're helping put the stuff in the car. I hear the owner be like, Jaelah, and you could leave too. Girl, what? So I'm like, what am I leaving for? Her cousin, like, because she says so. I'm like, but what am I leaving for? And she just not saying shit because she just knows she sounds stupid. So I'm like, yeah, you're a joke. So we finally end up helping my cousin and put the stuff in the car. They finally done arguing and stuff like that. And she really wanted to fight the owner. The owner did not want to fight. She was literally just holding a taser, waving it. Yeah, I wish I would have seen how dumb she looked. I wish I recorded this. I'm still so mad I didn't record it. But it was just too much going on. But she was just like, zap, just looking dumb. Like, first of all, you don't even got the balls to even tase somebody for real. You brought that taser for no reason. But you need security and shit like that. Don't you have a boyfriend? Like, I'm just confused. So they end up leaving. Me and the nail tech go to the back, y'all. We hear the owner on the phone with her boyfriend like, yeah, you need to come. Blah, 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 blah. I should just fire them all, right? I should start fresh. I'm like, this girl's a joke. I'm still paying her no mind, girl, because I'm not going nowhere right now. I'm not going nowhere right now, girl. So I'm just like, yeah, like, this girl's a joke. So whatever, y'all. So why her boyfriend and his friend ended up coming talking about, yeah, if that nigga was still here, I was gonna sleep him. I'm like, not too much, that's my cousin. So now her boyfriend starts going back and forth with me, y'all. And he's like, what you say? I was like, not too much, that's my cousin. So he's like, oh, but why would she bring him and a girl's problem or whatever? The owner's whole brother, cousin, whatever he was, second boyfriend, I don't know, was there. So why not? That's his girl. At the end of the day, he was helping her move out the shop regardless. So, and I'm like, she's so worried about calling the cops, she needs to call an exterminator. He's like, I do call the exterminator. So why is there roach spray in the fucking bathroom? Like, me and him literally going back and forth. I'm like, nah, like, I'm over this. He's like, nah, she's just so rude. She hasn't paid Booth. I'm like, what is she paying Booth for? What is she paying Booth for? So now me and him going back and forth. I just stopped arguing with him. Then his friend gonna be like, it's okay, don't worry about it. Like, you fired. You look good. Be fucking for real. Be fucking for real. Be fucking for real. Like, at this point, I'm like, yeah, y'all just all a joke. Y'all just a family of jokes. Like, y'all all slow. That's what it's giving. You said your son's slow. Y'all all slow. I know where he get it from. I know where he get it from. Whatever, y'all. So I'm just like, yeah, this is a joke. So the owner comes in and tells me and the nail tech basically like, yeah, guys, and yeah, I'm gonna tell y'all exactly. I'm gonna do her exact impersonation of what she said. Yeah, guys, like, the shop is getting closed down. I'm gonna get a $10,000 fine. So yeah, she couldn't even look us in the eyes. Like, she was lying because Shannara never even did the whole paperwork and all that because it was too much work and shit like that, and being the fact that I'm still working there and stuff like that. So it's just like, you're lying, number one, and we knew she was lying. So we're just like, okay, girl. Okay. Like, we show no type of expression, girl. Little do you know, I've been planning on leaving because I was tired of being here. So it's just like, thank you. I feel like she just gave me a push. Like, thank you. Thank you. So she ends up leaving, right? And she has her, she had her cousin stay to watch us, I guess, which never happened. We always lock up if we stay there late. We have the keys. So it's just like, you doing that, you're on weird timing. Nobody want to steal your fake ass designer. So keep in mind, the nail tech, remember this, so Millennia is doing her nails and stuff like that. And what you call it? So Millennia is doing her nails. Me and Millennia are just telling, he's like, oh, when y'all gonna be done? I'm like, she doing her nails. We're not gonna be done no time soon. You can leave if you want. Oh, the owner said I have to say. Well, then you gotta wait. I don't know what to tell you. Like, you have to wait. Like, and just kept coming back and forth, like, trying to rush us. And I'm just like, get out my face. Like, weren't you the same one who had to come here because your girlfriend kicked you out? Get out my face. I'm the one who opened the door for you. Show some respect, please. Thank you. And he was even like, I'm like, I'm telling him, I'm like, yeah, like, she's lying. She didn't even get fined. He's like, yeah, I know, she's just taking precautions. So now you just snitched on your cousin. So y'all all just slow. Y'all all just slow. And I see through all that shit. And one thing about me, I really don't go back and forth. I don't go back and forth. But that day I had time because everybody had me messed up. But I'm all about living my soft girl era and being at peace. But I had time this day. Bro, I can't wait for y'all to read all the messages and shit. Like, ridiculous. Like, my life is a joke, yeah. So I ended up texting the owner that day down to the group chat. I'm like, hey, I'm fine with leaving, but I need to stay to the 7th because this was the same day like as back to school week, so I was booked up. She's like, okay, that's fine. Just make sure like the doors stay locked. Like, girl really acting like she was closing, y'all. Next day, we come in the shop, music blasting. She got a nail client, all of that. So you're lying. If you were so closing the shop, everything will be locked up, gate will be down, like. You're just lying. And the fact for you to be pushing 40, lying in our face, we're 20, 21, 22, like, you're a joke. Like, grow some balls. Like, that's really what it's giving. Like, grow some balls. Like, you're really a joke. Like, what do you get out of lying to us? Like, you could have just said, yeah, you guys have to leave because you helped her. She's really mad that we helped her pack the stuff in the car. This is where all of this is based around. She's mad we helped her pack. The thing is, you want her to leave so bad. Why are you mad that we're helping her? You're mad because you're embarrassed, first off, because she really did you. That's really why you're mad. And she was right about everything she said. She was like, you could call the cops, you couldn't call an exterminator, right? Your kid, right? Why would I, right? Everything she said was just right. So I'm just like, yeah, you're a joke. I don't want to, regardless of if she kicked us out or not, I was not staying here after that anyway, because you already showed me your character and stuff like that. It only takes one time for someone to show you their true colors. And it's been with other shit from earlier in the story that I told you, but I gotta think we're giving people chances, but not no more. So yeah, that was that. And it was just a whole big mess. I'm literally rushing to find shops that week or whatever, y'all. I'm trying to think, is there anything else that I did miss in the story? Let me think. And yeah, honestly, it was just a bunch of shit. Like, if it wasn't one thing, it was another. If it wasn't a roach, it was a kid being in our stuff. If it wasn't a kid being in our stuff, it was something broke. Like, it was just always something, y'all. Like, it was literally just always something. And I just started to get fed up. The only thing really keeping me there was the price. Like, it was really cheap and affordable, honestly. I was paying $400 or $500 a month. And for a shop, that's really cheap because it's other places who's charging $800 a month and everything like that. But it came to the point, like, I'd rather pay for quality because it's not worth it. But the new shop I'm at is the same price, so... yeah, and it's like, I feel like we really did not need her. I feel like she needed us. We was paying her rent. She wasn't getting customers or nothing like that. She was only charging $20 for nails. So you really fumbled the bag. Like, you really fumbled the bag, honestly. Like, it was just ridiculous. So it was really a loss on her. And she was just being mad petty when it was time for us to move out. She's like, please don't book no late clients so you guys have time to move out. We was just straight up ignoring her. Like, girl, shut up. Like, what are you talking about? We fucking for real. Like, girl, like, nobody want to stay in this shop. Like, and even her saying it was closing down, girl was there every day. My client that I had the other day forgot I changed location, so she went there. She said the owner was basically just looking at her, like, didn't say nothing, like, was just being mad rude with her and her client. It's just like, y'all are weird. Like, y'all weird. Like, girl, y'all are weird. Like, and yeah, but it was honestly just a lesson learned. Now I know what I don't want to deal with when I go to new shops. I know what questions to ask before I start. And she was just so unprofessional. She didn't have contracts, nothing. Like, the last week I was there, I didn't pay her rent, and she knew not to ask me. She had the right one. She knew not to ask me to pay no rent. Like, you're crazy. Like, ridiculous. Like, as you guys seen in the video of my vlog me moving out, if you guys did watch it, I left all the decorations. Like, I want to just completely start fresh, y'all. I want to completely start fresh. Only thing I really brought for was the majority of the stuff I needed, but decorations and shit I left. But yeah, the new shop I'm at now, I love it. 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 So everything happens for a reason. I feel like that was definitely the push that I needed, because I was just really comfortable there. So now I'm really like, you know, like, yeah, like, I'm really like, I'm so much more comfortable in that peace at the new shop. I'm there a lot by myself, so I really just be chilling, and I'm just at peace. I feel like my sets is coming out better there. Like, I'm just so much more comfortable. I don't got to deal with badass kids. I only seen a lady bring her son once, and he listened. Like, she know how to watch her kid and stuff like that. The other owner didn't. Like, when I tell you, they would just be running around and stuff like that. Like, it was a barn. She would always have her family up in there. Like, do they not have a house? Like, this supposed to be... And I feel like me doing lashes, I like it to be quiet, peaceful, relaxing. It's supposed to be a relaxing experience. They shouldn't have to hear kids running and stuff. Mothers yelling at their kids to sit down. Like, they should not have to deal with none of that. Like, that's just so ghetto. I tell my clients don't bring their kids for that reason. Like, and it was just so annoying, guys. Like, but yeah, everything definitely does happen for a reason. Minor setback, major comeback, and all of that, period. I'm not even mad about it no more. She, she had just texted us the other day saying, good luck on your journey. I have to do things right this time. Be fucking for real, girl. We still ain't answer her. Like, now she's in the group chat. This girl having a conversation with herself. Like, we're just like, please save it. Like, save it. Like, you lied in our face. Like, just save it. I don't want no fake love, nothing. And I was gonna, this time I know I changed. I was gonna respond and be so petty, but I really was like, it's not worth it. I'm at a new shop. I'm happy right now, so it's just like, why even entertain that, honestly? But yeah, I'm gonna definitely put all the messages here. Hopefully I can find them and stuff like that. But yeah, that was pretty much it for the story time. I hope you guys did enjoy it. Make sure you guys like this video, subscribe to me, all of that good stuff. Don't forget to subscribe to my Patreon account if you want lash tips and all of that. Want to learn how to do extensions, want to better your sets and everything like that. It's only $5 a month. And yeah, I'm gonna see you guys later. I love you guys.